You've heard of a smartphone, but what about a smart home? It's amazing what appliances can do. You can cook with your cousin, who lives in another state, easily share what you're making for dinner on YouTube and social media, start the washer from your phone, and make the perfect pancake every time with just the touch of a button. At GE Appliances, we're looking for even more ways to make life better and easier. We're always looking for that next big, smarter idea. The way we manufacture appliances is getting smarter too. With just a smartphone, we can see the factory from anywhere we happen to be. We're programming robots, including autonomous mobile robots, to do jobs that are dangerous, dirty, or dull. We're using tools that make us the fastest growing appliances company in the US. With virtual reality, we can make sure products look great next to our competitors and wherever consumers might see them. And 3D scanning can take any item or part and create a digital map of it to help us identify problems in the manufacturing process. But what makes GE Appliances really great is our people. Our people are the best. We like to have fun, we like to solve problems, and we're always looking to make things better. Why? Because of people like you. Our real bosses aren't managers or CEOs. If you and your family buy GE Appliances, then you're the boss. We want to bring happiness and well-being to your home and everyone else's. Hi, I'm Lauren, and I work on the Lean Enterprise team. That means that I find more efficient ways to get our products from the factory into homes. And I love what I do. We're right here at Appliance Park, which is the headquarters of GE Appliances, right here in Louisville, Kentucky. It's big, really big. It's so big, in fact, that it's the size of 100 football fields, and we even have our own zip code. That means that I get a lot of steps each day, and later on I'll show you exactly how many steps. For now, I want to show you a little bit more about what we do here at GE Appliances and the types of careers that you can do now and in the future. Let's head into the Manufacturing Training Center. So no matter what type of career path you choose, everyone starts here at the Manufacturing Training Center. We're gonna meet David and Samarius. They're working on our mock assembly line. Hi, David and Samarius.
Hey.
Hey.
So tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing.
We're on a mock line.
It prepares you for every way you possibly set you up with scenarios that you come on a day-to-day basis on the actual line.
Cool, all right. So can I try it real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot some screws in here. Is this right? I just kinda, all right, I got one. So I think it's a lot easier with the line stopped. Do we wanna start the line up and see how much more difficult it is with the actual line moving?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow, this is a lot different. I messed that one up. This is a lot different with the line moving. So I can see that it definitely prepares you before you go out on the real assembly line for sure. All right, so Dave and Samarius, you all are both part of the GEA 2-day workforce. Tell me a little bit about that program.
GEA 2-Day offers you the $6,000 in tuition and the $14 an hour.
Oh, I see. So you work on Mondays and Fridays and fill in wherever you're needed in the factory. So Samarius, so you're in the program as well. What do you think about it?
I think it's good. Sometimes it's a fast-paced job, or it's a slow-paced. There's no typical day in here in the AP3 dishwashing.
So it sounds like every day is something new and exciting. You get to learn, work in different areas of the factory, and see if you like working in a manufacturing environment. Well, I would love to see your all's jobs out in the dishwasher factory. So if you guys are ready, we can head out there and check out what you all do every day.
All right.
Okay, all right, let's go check out the dishwasher factory.
Hey, you ready to go in?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go see the factory. So can you tell me a little bit about the work that you're doing today?
Well, on the washers that you have in your kitchen, you usually have those flaps on the end part that you can put cups, forks, spoons, bigger handheld objects. Basically, you put these in the sew. And as you see these little clippers right here, they'll all trim that top piece off. Wiggle it off, leaves that piece on there. And after you do that, pull this lever. Let's see here, I'll hold one out for you. And they'll put these tips on here that have that little rotation on. When you got in the wash machine, it'll stand up like this, push it down like this, put your cups on top.
Oh, okay. So it stands up so you can put plates in, or lays down, you can put something bigger like a pot, pan.
And actually, this black coating that's on these, they go into an oven at 500 degrees.
Oh, I think it's nylon, isn't it?
Yep, type of nylon. It gets dipped in this black powder. This black powder is you can't scrape it off, barely at all.
Yeah, I know. It feels cool too. I think of you kind of like a flex player on a team, right? Because you're just kind of jump in wherever you need it.
Yeah,
You're
it's
able
kind of
to
part
do
of that like apprenticeship where you basically hands-on, get into anything. So when you do get onto a full hire, you can do basically anything they need you to be done.
Yeah.
And that'll help with your skill set later down the road, trying to train new employees.
Yeah. All right, well, you're doing a great job, Dave. Thank you for talking with me. I really love learning about the work that you're doing. I'm gonna go catch up with Samarius.
Okay, thank you.
See ya. Hey, how are you doing? Can you tell me about what you're doing here?
I'm doing something called the comb. It's somewhere like in a dishwasher. You put your plates and your cups on at the bottom and the top. So basically what it is, it's like a fabrication thing. It's a comb. So you just sit right here. Make sure it's on the grooves so they go through right. Then when it's in the grooves, you just see, they crush it.
This is a light curtain to make sure your hands are out of the way.
It's a sensor, so make sure it's a yes grade. Because your hand right there, it won't do it.
Oh, it turns red. Well, thank you, Samarius, for showing me your job today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
See you later.
Thank you.
We just saw the AP3 dishwasher factory, and as you all can see, it was pretty big. But that's only one building here at Appliance Park. With a park this big, it takes a lot to keep things up and running. That's where maintenance comes in. Their job is to solve problems each and every day. Now we're here at our refrigeration factory, where we're about to meet Eliza, and she's working on a special maintenance project. Hi, Eliza, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good. So Eliza is a graduate of the Kentucky FAME program, and now she's working to become a certified advanced manufacturing technician. So congratulations for graduating from the FAME program, and good luck as you keep working forward. So Eliza, tell me where we're at right now.
This is where the refrigerators are tested.
Okay, so we test refrigerators before they go into people's homes. What are these special chambers used for?
They test the energy levels and energy consumption.
Okay, cool. And what is your project working on?
I'm rewiring transducers. They monitor the current.
Okay, so they're measuring the current and how much electricity our appliances use in order to help you save money. Can I go see the project that you're working on?
Absolutely. So the problem that we came across after we switched out these cables, some of the older cables weren't long enough for the newer transducer, so we had to break out the new cables, and we found out that the color code didn't match up exactly with the old color code, and we found that by ohming out the wires corresponding with the pins.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're talking about the color codes on these wires, so the old ones had a different color code than the new ones, so it didn't function once you put it into the panel.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now you're working to rewire them right now?
Yes.
Okay. Can you show me where the transducer goes when you're finished?
Sure.
So tell me how this project benefits the business.
We're replacing it with better equipment so we get more accurate readings.
That's so interesting. Thank you so much for showing me the project that you're working on. One last question. What's your favorite part about working in maintenance?
Everything.
Awesome. GE Appliances is known for making some of the highest quality products. Testing our products is one of the ways that we ensure we make the best appliances. This is Tia. She is going to tell us about how testing, even before our units leave the factory, helps us make the best appliances.
Absolutely. So as a quality engineer, my job is to test the products and ensure that we implement solutions for any of the issues that we find.
So what are some of the issues that you're facing right now?
That's a good question. Right now, we're seeing some inner door dents on our dishwasher. Missy, we're starting to see some inner door damage from ship test. Right along in this area where the upper rack would be contacting the inner door. Have you seen any of that in assembly?
Very often we do. A lot of times they're just major dents in the door.
Okay.
Indentions from up here.
Okay. We're verifying 100% that there's no damage right in here.
Right.
Right? Okay.
So how are those dents occurring?
Well, after speaking to the operators on the assembly line and in the test area, we've confirmed that these dents are occurring within our ship test process. We use ship test to evaluate our ability to ship products to ensure that we can get the product from the assembly line to the customer without suffering any damage.
Wow, that's very interesting. Would we be able to go look at the process?
Absolutely. Let's head out to the floor.
So now we're here at the ship test. Tia, can you tell us about what this test does?
Absolutely, Lauren. This is our inclined impact test. It's going to simulate the actual transport of the product to the customer. Anytime the vehicle comes to a sudden stop, this will simulate the unit slamming into the back of a trailer. Okay, Randy. Now that the impact test is complete, let's head over to the vibration table.
What does that test simulate?
Well, let's just say here at GE Appliances, we like to shake things up. This is going to simulate the actual vibration that our products see while being shipped.
Okay. Randy, let's see it. Tia, how long do we perform this test?
Well, that all depends on, the size, the weight, and the product that's actually being tested. We can perform this test anywhere from a few minutes to a couple of hours.
Okay.
So we never know what kind of wild ride our products are going to take when they leave the factory. So let's take a look at our drop test.
Whoa.
Lauren, I'd like to introduce you to our quality auditor, JW.
Hi, JW.
Hey, Lauren, how are you?
I'm good. So it looks like this unit made it through the test pretty well.
Yes, it looked like it held up fine on the outside. Let's look at the inside. Well, looks like we have a couple of dents from the upper rack here and maybe a little abrasion here from the handle on the rack where it rubbed the surface during the ship test.
These defects, Lauren, they're definitely a ship test fail. Our customers would never accept product that looks like this.
Yeah, we need to find an internal solution to solve this problem.
As you can see, the damage here is due to the impact of the top rack onto the inner door itself. Right now, the current pack is on the top rack. I think if we were to place instead the pack material along the sides of the inner door, that may work better. We have these foam pieces here that we can try. I think we should put these pieces here and repeat the test.
All right, the test is complete. Now we get to see the results. What do you think, Tia?
No defects. Looks like we have a ship test pass.
Awesome work, guys.
Good job, JW.
Satisfied customers.
Fantastic. Hi, we're back at the Manufacturing Training Center where Michael and Bo are using robots to solve another problem when it comes to quality.
So Lauren, we're actually set up here in the Manufacturing Training Center to do a vision test with a robotic arm. Currently, we're looking at this test to provide a better quality for AP3 in our manufacturing of dishwashers. Michael, can you tell them a little bit about that quality?
So this camera uses artificial intelligence to classify whether this silicone bead applied to the base of your dishwasher is broken, solid, or wavy. This helps prevent leaks. So it uses this code to create these images right here. So as you see here, see this little wavy line of the bead? It's classifying it as a wave. It'll look through these, classify these breaks as being bad. It'll classify the solid bead as being good. And it does this check numerous times as the robot traces the outside perimeter of this piece.
Wow. It's very neat that we're using robots to solve such an important quality issue that would affect our customers. So can you guys tell me a little bit about how do you make the robot move?
Sure. So for the operator user, the first line of control is the teach pendant. So the teach pendant, you can see it running through its program currently, and each one of these are actual points that the robot is looking at to actually move to after we told it to move there. So if you look at it real time in its actual coordinate system, you can actually see it populate different numbers, and those numbers are actually where it's moving to. So actually, we use robots for a large amount of things, not only vision systems, but moving components and ultimately making your appliances.
So one other question I had was about safety. So how do humans and robots interact together safely? You want to tell me about that?
Sure. So right now, behind us is an industrial robot. It has to have a safety fence, and ultimately it has to have a safety circuit. So in order to make sure that individuals don't get into a bad situation with a robot that could ultimately hurt them, we make sure that we have a safe perimeter and we have safety devices to stop that robot. So I can demonstrate for you if you'd like to see that. So currently on this cell, we have a safety rated latch. And once I break this latch, it will have an e-stop towards the robot. So as you can see, the robot stopped. That's so that I can enter the cell safely without having to worry about getting injured.
Well, thank you, Bo. Can we go see your green robot over here?
Sure, let's go walk on over.
All right.
So basically, Lauren, this is another thing we're working on here at GEA is the collaborative robot market. So this green robot is to signify that it's actually collaborative, and that means that it can work next to humans without a safety interface or a fence necessarily. So I'll demonstrate to you how it knows that I'm around. So if I ever came in contact with it, it will stop safely. And that's how it knows that it has a force sensor on the bottom, and humans, if they did happen to touch it, it can stop safely without injuring anyone.
Wow, I've never thought about being able to actually work side by side with a robot. That's pretty neat.
Absolutely.
So I think we have another robot that is approaching me right now.
Yep. So this is an AMR, and more specifically, it is a fetch robot. And what we use these for here at GEA is to deliver parts to the line so that users or other robotics can offload it from a supermarket. And then ultimately, it'll take your small assembly items and place them on the line so we can assemble them to your dishwasher in, say, in this building. So this actually works with another safety system to where it knows if I walk in front of it, it will stop. Or if I'm around it, it will find another path to ultimately go where it needs to go.
Wow. That's really neat. And it's a lot safer than having fork trucks and things coming around like.
Absolutely. So, as we know, fork trucks have blind spots, and this is actually monitoring 24/7 whenever it's moving around. So it's always looking for not only people, but any moving components that it doesn't know that's in its path or it didn't map before that.
So, Bo, we've been talking about the future of robotics here at GE Appliances. I was wondering if we could go see how we use robots today.
Sure, let's go take a look.
All right. Wow, Bo, this is a very busy area.
This is our tub rack area here, and we are making the wire racks for all of our dishwashers. So ultimately, these will be where you put your cups and plates and silverware in the dishwasher. And these robots behind us are actually using material handling as their source in life. So operators are loading in the wires. Ultimately, they're being bent and welded, and the robots are assisting in moving those components to make your wire trays.
Very neat. It's so cool to see how we use robotics out on the manufacturing floor. So thank you so much, Bo.
Thank you very much.
All right. There's so much that goes into manufacturing an appliance. We saw so much today and walked a lot too. Check out how many steps I got. But there's so much more to see. I like working here because we get to manufacture the world's best appliances. Appliances that are in homes like yours. At GE Appliances, we're always looking for a smarter way, whether it's developing new technology or coming out with the next generation of products. Every person's job is critical to our success. We're the fastest growing appliance company in the US. Why? Because we are future ready, we're the most user-centric company, and we're the best place to work. I also love that we get to solve problems all day long. Finding the real issue and solving it is fun, and it's rewarding. If you get good at solving problems, then you'll be a success in any manufacturing environment, no matter how much the world changes. Now it's your turn to give it a try and put your problem-solving skills to the test on a real-world problem. We'll give you the tools to solve it. Thank you for joining me on this tour. I'd love to see you guys here sometime. Until then, keep learning, keep making, and keep solving.